We live in a world of expectations. From a young age, society presents us with a pre-approved list of desires. Get good grades, go to a good college, land a high-paying job, find a partner, buy a house, raise a family. These aspirations are not inherently bad, but they can obscure our true desires, the ones that lie dormant beneath the surface. Financial worries add another layer to this fog. We chase money, believing it holds the key to happiness. We tell ourselves that once we have enough, we can finally pursue our passions. But often, this pursuit is just another box to tick on society's checklist. The path to true pleasure is rarely linear. It's not found on a spreadsheet or a social media feed. It requires us to look inward, to peel back the layers of external influence and uncover the desires that are uniquely our own. This is the first step in our journey, to distinguish between the desires we are told to have and the desires that burn within our very being. It's a journey of self-discovery, demanding courage and introspection, but the rewards are immeasurable. Imagine a life with no financial limitations. What would you spend your days doing? What activities would bring you genuine joy? The answers to these questions hold the key to unlocking your true passions. Perhaps you've always been drawn to art, music, or writing. Maybe you dream of starting your own business, traveling the world, or dedicating your life to a cause you believe in. These desires, however unconventional, are your compass. Don't let fear or self-doubt hold you back. Embrace the things that set your soul on fire. Pursue them with unwavering passion. The world needs your unique talents and perspectives. It's easy to get caught up in the idea of practicality. We tell ourselves that certain passions are frivolous, unrealistic, but true fulfillment often lies in the pursuit of things that have no logical explanation. These are the pursuits that make life worth living. Humans have a deep-seated desire for control. We crave certainty, predictability. We seek to manipulate the world around us to fit our carefully constructed plans. This desire extends to our pursuit of pleasure. We chase after experiences, relationships, and possessions, believing they hold the key to lasting happiness. We build elaborate structures, convinced that if we just arrange the pieces perfectly, we can finally achieve a state of perpetual bliss. But this is an illusion. The universe operates on its own terms. It doesn't adhere to our timelines or expectations. The more we try to control it, the more elusive true pleasure becomes. The pursuit of control is a trap. It leads to anxiety, frustration, and a sense of perpetual dissatisfaction. It prevents us from fully experiencing the present moment, from finding joy in the unpredictable nature of life itself. History is replete with examples of societies that mistook pleasure for happiness. The ancient Romans, for instance, built empires on the pursuit of excess. They indulged in lavish feasts, extravagant spectacles, and boundless sensual gratification. For a time, they may have experienced a fleeting sense of satisfaction, but their relentless pursuit of pleasure ultimately proved hollow. Their empires crumbled, not from external forces, but from within. The lesson is clear. Pleasure, when pursued as an end in itself, leads to emptiness. It's like eating a delicious meal until you're sick. The initial enjoyment quickly turns to discomfort, even pain. True happiness, true fulfillment lies not in the relentless pursuit of fleeting pleasures, but in something far more profound. It requires a shift in perspective, a willingness to embrace a different kind of abundance. Section 5. Desirelessness. The unexpected key. The concept of desirelessness may seem paradoxical. How can we find true pleasure by abandoning our desires? Isn't that the very thing that drives us, motivates us? The answer lies in understanding the nature of desire itself. Desire, by its very definition, implies a lack, a void that we seek to fill. It's a state of constant yearning, of reaching for something that always seems just out of reach. Desirelessness, on the other hand, is not about suppressing our desires or denying ourselves pleasure. It's about reaching a state of contentment, of inner peace, where we are no longer driven by the insatiable need for more. Imagine a clear blue sky. Now imagine a single white cloud drifting across it. The cloud doesn't diminish the beauty of the sky, it simply exists, transient and ever-changing. Our desires are like those clouds. They come and go, but the vastness of our being, the peace that lies at our core, remains untouched. Section 6. Surrender to the symphony. Letting go of control doesn't mean becoming passive or resigning ourselves to a life of mediocrity. It's about surrendering to something far greater than ourselves. Think of a symphony orchestra. Each musician plays their part, their individual instrument, contributing to the overall harmony. The conductor doesn't force the music, they guide it, allowing the individual talents of the musicians to shine through. In the same way, when we surrender to a higher power, we align ourselves with the natural flow of the universe. This doesn't mean we become puppets, we still have free will, but we exercise that free will within the context of a larger symphony. We learn to trust that we are exactly where we need to be, that everything is unfolding as it should. This surrender, this trust, is the foundation of true fulfillment. It's in letting go of our need to control that we finally discover the boundless joy and peace that lie at the heart of existence. Section 7. Finding the current. Imagine yourself swimming in a vast ocean. You can struggle against the current, exhausting yourself in a futile attempt to reach an arbitrary destination, or you can relax, let go, and allow the current to carry you. This doesn't mean you give up on your dreams or ambitions. It means you approach them with a sense of ease, of trust in the journey itself. You become a surfer, riding the waves of life with grace and fluidity. When we surrender to the present moment, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities. We become more attuned to the subtle synchronicities of life, the unexpected opportunities that arise when we least expect them. This is the magic of letting go. It's in the surrender that we discover the true beauty and wonder of the universe. Section 8. Beyond the horizon of view. Our culture often emphasizes individualism. We're taught to prioritize our own needs, our own desires. While self-care and personal growth are important, true fulfillment often lies in transcending the boundaries of our own ego. When we shift our focus from me to we, from mine to ours, we tap into a deeper well of joy and purpose. We discover that true happiness is not a solitary pursuit, but something we cultivate through connection, compassion, and contribution. Imagine a world where we measure success not by how much we accumulate, but by how much we give. Imagine a world where our primary focus is on leaving the planet a better place than we found it. This is the world that awaits us when we move beyond the limitations of our own desires and embrace a more expansive vision of ourselves. Section 9. The universe whispers back. The universe is constantly communicating with us. It speaks to us through the whispers of the wind, the crashing of the waves, the rustling of leaves. It communicates through our intuition, through our dreams, through the synchronicities that pepper our lives. But we often miss these messages because we're too busy trying to control our own narratives. We're so focused on our own desires, our own plans, that we fail to hear the subtle guidance of something far greater than ourselves. When we quiet our minds, when we surrender to the present moment, we become more receptive to these messages. We begin to see the world through new eyes, with a sense of wonder and awe. This is the true meaning of pleasure, to align ourselves with the flow of the universe, to become instruments in the grand symphony of existence. It's in this surrender, this trust, that we discover the infinite well of joy, peace, and fulfillment that resides within us all.
If this video resonated with you, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more insights on true happiness and inner peace. Let me know in the comments, what brings you the deepest joy beyond money and control? See you in the next video.